Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love or no, as long as Sebastian haunts you, you will never be safe. You must accept this.
Sebastian haunts me, you haunt Red. What's of safety when we can love a little longer?
So we fight to preserve it, fierce and true, for as long as we can.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse, yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick, he buried them all, and then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
Much goes on around here, and you seem to know about all of it.
I try, and I could do something about it if the captain was out of the way.
What brought you to New Eden?
I came with Sebastian, willingly, mind you. My father was a soldier. I knew there'd be travel. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. I swore when we married I'd follow him to the end of the earth. And here we are.
How's morale about the fort?
The fort has known better days. Not many, mind. It's always been miserable. Folk deserve better. They fought so hard and lost so much. The captain must show them a future.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
Pennington the jailer. Do you speak of Deborah? What did he do?
I was away from New Eden town at the time. Rumours said she was a witch, I later heard. And so too did the captain. The court agreed. Who knows what urges drove the captain then? He is a secretive man, and always has been.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your look about you.
Ja, hallo und willkommen zum 20. Gameplay-Teil von Banishers. Heute machen wir die neue Nebenmission, die wir in Fort Jericho gesehen haben, beziehungsweise in der Umgebung. Der Teil hier ist unser neuester Teil und los geht's. Gut. Ja, noch 170 Meter, das geht ja.
Strange. The captain doesn't strike me as a petty tyrant.
Helen is right. The truth lies down there, somewhere. I suspect Deborah is at it again.
So, wie viel haben wir? Irgendwas mit 400 habe ich gesehen, Meter von uns entfernt. Dann machen wir uns doch mal auf den Weg. Ja, jetzt 400, okay. Ich kann mich noch erinnern, vom letzten Gameplay-Teil, es war irgendein Geist, der mit uns reden wollte. Hier gibt es irgendwie relativ viele Geister, die hier rumwandeln. Aber es könnte ja auch an dem Albtraum liegen, dass er ja hier seine Präsenz mehr hat, beziehungsweise seine Aura hier stärker ist. Ja, das sieht nach einem Kampf aus. Antea. Komm, hopp, hopp. Das war ein schneller Kampf. Oh, wir können auch ein Ritual machen.
This spectral
Das machen wir
mist
doch.
needs to be cleansed.
Ja, ich glaube, wir sollten auch alle Zutaten für das Ritual haben. Ja, haben wir.
Unveil yourself.
Standing by.
Not today.
This isn't over yet.
Okay, die kommen hier immer einzeln. Auch interessant. Davor waren nur die Kämpfe so 100 gegen einen.
There's more of them.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Oha! Der hat sich einfach mal weggeduckt.
I'm still here. I can help.
Yay, fertig. Nee, ich entferne mich, aber vielleicht bin ich hier doch richtig. Nee, ich muss mal in die Karte schauen. Ich glaube, ich entferne mich. Ja, ich entferne mich, bin aber auch komplett falsch gelaufen hier. So, hier rechts und dann wieder rechts. Auch mal schauen. Noch nicht angekommen. So, hier jetzt rechts und dann eigentlich runter.
Standing by.
Das ging sehr schnell. Sehr gut. So, jetzt sollte hier irgendwo der Geist sein. Was bist du?
Oh, Ferdi!
Did you see that?
Let's follow it.
Nein. Ich habe einen Baum gesehen oder irgendeinen Busch.
They never learn, do they?
Ja, zu spät.
I think I heard the sound of a gun cocking.
Ja, und zwar meine Gun.
A wee Highland kiss for you.
The spot has to be close. Up there.
Okay, sie kann scheinbar schneller und besser klettern als ich. Komme ich hier durch die Höhle zu ihr? Ah, ich habe da oben noch was gesehen. Dankeschön.
If we want to stop for a wee minute, this place will
Ah,
do.
Lagerfeuerchen. Kann ich nicht hier hochjumpen? Das sieht für mich doch aus wie so ein Jumping-Portal. Ja, das ist auch eins. Komm schon, komm schon. Und?
Please, I am lost without you.
Sag mal, wo bist du jetzt hin?
Ho there!
Hallo.
Wait!
Oder auch nicht.
Leave me like this.
Ja, wenn du immer auch abhaust. Armes Wehwehchen. Oh.
Hogging all the fun.
Sagte sie, während sie den ganzen Spaß hat. Nee, ich glaube, das ist falsch. Ach, da hinten bist du. Ach, jetzt lässt du mit ihr reden, ja?
Here you are.
Good day. My name is Rebecca Hardgrave. How may I help you?
Are you the one who's attracting the wolves?
Wolves? What wolves? Who are you exactly?
I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Do you know what that means?
Banishers? That means... you can speak to the living on behalf of the dead.
That's part of it, yes. Why, do you have someone in mind?
Ferdinando Miller. My Fardy. Death parted us, but my love is strong. I came back for him. I love him so. But not once has he come to see me. I must know why.
There's no delicate way to ask this, I'm afraid. How did you die?
We left civilization in New Eden town for the cold desert of Fort Jericho. The path was steep and rough, and we were greatly burdened. It was hell, but we walked through it together. As we walked, I fell into a daze. I remember little after that. A pain that grew, a great, uncontrollable tremor. Fatigue, a deathly fatigue. Fardy was at my side as ever. He held my hand, bade me sleep. When I opened my eyes, I was here, alone.
How did you meet him?
'Twas market day. I'll never forget it. It was rich, exotic, an abundance of treasures from across the known world. I saw him through the crowd. Our eyes met. I didn't know it then, but I was meeting the love of my life. I could not admit it to myself, not at first, but I had to have him. And in the end, I did.
New Eden's a big place. Where can we find him?
We were on our way to Fort Jericho. We were to open a store together. It was to be a new beginning for us both. Together. Yet he's there, alone.
If you know where he is, why not just go there?
I've tried. At first I was able to visit him in the quiet as he slept. I'd watch over him. But now, something hinders me. I cannot reach him. I must know that he is well.
We have to go now.
Find him, please.
Vielleicht hat deine Liebe eine neue. Hey, gut, dann gehen wir doch mal zu dem Ferdinando Millers. Gehen wir mal zu seinem Laden. Beziehungsweise wir machen einen Sprung. Oh, und hier kann ich was abknallen. Weil ich glaube, wir haben ja auch in Fort Jericho ebenfalls ein Lagerfeuerchen. Beziehungsweise ich glaube es nicht, ich weiß es. Und dann ersparen wir uns den mühseligen Weg.
What are you thinking?
It's more of a feeling. Something's wrong.
She said he never visited. Why? Was it too painful? Or is it something else?
Ja, ich sage ja, vielleicht hat er eine andere. Oh. Ja, wir machen mal auch kurz die Entwicklung und auch das Inventar. Ja, jetzt hier. Und wo kann ich jetzt noch was machen? Ah, ich kann hier gar nichts machen, okay. Und beim Inventar haben wir bis. Jetzt mal gucken, welcher Säbel hier der bessere ist. Ja, wir haben den besseren. Und es gibt hier noch etwas. Nein, zurück. Ich wollte das nur mal aufrüsten. Ja. So, und jetzt will ich mal kontrollieren. Okay, das hier ist... interessant, bei Gesundheit zeigt er von 233 auf 233 ist ein Minus, obwohl es ja identisch ist. Oh, der hier sieht auch sehr gut aus. Oh, den können wir auch aufbessern. Nochmal. So, was haben wir jetzt hier? Gesundheit würde hochgehen und Vitalität. Ausdauer runter und Geist ebenfalls runter. Nö, wir nehmen den hier, der sieht besser aus. Ja, damit wären wir hier durch. Und jetzt die Schnellreise. So, irgendwo hier muss ein Laden sein und ich glaube, ich habe hier mal irgendwo einen Laden gesehen. Wo war denn der? Ich glaube, der war ein bisschen weiter unten.
I'll not listen to another moment of your ranting.
Irgendwo hier. Das war die Schmiede. Hier ist doch ein Laden.
Store.
as wolf pelts
Store.
go, it's pretty,
Ferdinandos?
but have more than enough of them.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersolls General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb. Very funny. Red McCraith, and pleased to meet you.
Oh, please get the comb.
The shopkeeper must hear everything that goes on. Tell me something interesting. Just between us.
You assume me to be a gossip monger?
What do you wish to know?
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He lets me trade. I like the man. He says Ingersoll's store is good for the fort. I very much agree.
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
I like her, though she's impetuous. Terse, even. She fancies herself a leader when she should know her place, and that place is below the captain. Thinking about it, no, I don't think I do like her.
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
Well, it's cold. Folk are hungry more often than not. I've little to tell you won't hear from someone else. But Ingersolls is open, so all is well with me.
Tell me about your store. Tell me about you.
The original Ingersolls in Boston was grand and fine, but it burned in the North Square fire of '91. We moved to New Eden with Nathaniel. But before Natty could return home, my husband died. Then came the curse. And now here we are. Welcome to Ingersolls of Fort Jericho.
You never wanted to do anything else.
My husband was prosperous and affluent. I was young and clever. We made an excellent match. He taught me everything I know. The store is my business. My legacy. My story. It is who I am. I don't like running a store. I love it.
Sehr gut, dann zeig mir mal, was du hast.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
So, hat sie irgendwelche Ausrüstung? Scheinbar nicht. Rote Göttin, Schaden durch Manifestation. Nö, doch kein Handel, sorry.
I must take my leave.
And may God go with you.
Okay,
No
es ist scheinbar
Ferdinando
nicht der
here.
Laden, den wir brauchen. Also weitersuchen. Was bist denn du für einer hier? Hallo?
Good day, sir. Nathaniel Sather at your service. What can I do for you?
Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way. The Banisher. You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here. You'll forgive me if I use you for fresh conversation.
Tell me about yourself. Share your business. Tell me what's important to you.
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much more lively. A fine mix of conviviality and anonymity. I miss that life. The music. The colour and the splendour. The dance of commerce. The flower sellers' forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots. I very much wish to go home.
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingersoll opened up a general store in Boston back in '78. Then he married Bathsheba. I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly return, but Mr. Ingersoll died. I extended my stay. They took me on when I was just a boy. I've no family. All I have is my Thomas, my closest friend.
You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk the back legs off a two-footed donkey. But I bet you listen too. What do you hear hereabouts?
Oh, little of interest. Pennington has signed John Rumble to the train band, which means nothing at all to me. I believe John was down the flooded mine. That can't have been fun. Maybe the militia will be good for him.
Huh? You never know who'll take to soldiering.
You say that, and I defer to your experience, but I'm sure it's not for me.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
The captain? I've not a single bad word to say about that dismally antiquated, superannuated old man. His depth of experience is inspiring, although I shudder to think what those experiences have done to him. But we should respect our elders. We should listen to their point of view, and then ignore it as we look to the future.
What do you think of Helen Priest then?
I'd put her in charge if I could. She's bright, trustworthy, thinks for herself. She's not married to old doctrine. People here are desperate. They're sick, they need courage. And Helen Priest fears nothing.
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
It's cold. Our clothes are inelegant, the walls are drab. There's no music, no conviviality. There's no gaiety. Boston isn't much of a city, but I miss it. I wonder what I could make of this place were I allowed.
You can paint a turnip red, but it still won't be an apple.
True, but stack enough red-painted turnips about the place and even the dourish Scotsman shall surely crack a smile.
Ja, da vermisst einer sein Boston.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
And I for yours. Take care.
Nein, das war nicht Ferdinando. Steht hier Ferdinando Miller. Und hier steht irgendwie Miller dran. Also muss es
The
sein
shop be
Laden hier
here.
sein.
Knock and find out.
Closed. Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking.
Besitzurkunde. Hiermit wird vermerkt und bestätigt, dass der Besitz des Ladens, der bis dato das Eigentum von Fräulein Rebecca Hartgrave war, nun in Gänze und ohne Schuldenlast auf Ferdinando Miller übergeht. Es wird ferner durch die zuständige Rechtsmacht, in diesem Falle meine Wenigkeit, bestätigt, dass das Eigentum gemäß den Regularien registriert werden muss, sobald die Umstände dies erlauben. Pennington.
Spectral traces around his bed. Rebecca, I presume.
I wonder, was he happy to see her? What was this?
A sansa. It's a musical instrument. It's Bantu, from southern Africa.
He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Amulett. Ein Stück Holz, das zu einem Amulett geschnitzt wurde. Es ist jedoch unvollendet. Okay.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep her away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him?
Kommen wir jetzt durch die andere Tür rein, weil ich es weggeschoben habe? Nein, kommen wir nicht. Also nochmal zurück. Wie kommen wir zu der anderen Tür? Ich verstehe es nicht. Vielleicht kann ich aber auch von der anderen Seite irgendwie herumlaufen. Soll ich mal gucken? Ja, ich glaube, ich kann jetzt hier. Ah.
Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy.
Rebecca Hartgraves Testament. Letzter Wille und Testament. Ich, Fräulein Rebecca Hartgrave, in der Stadt New Eden, im Vollbesitz meiner geistigen Kräfte, habe die feste Absicht, Ferdinando Millers im Falle meines Todes meinen gesamten Besitz zu vermachten, einschließlich folgender Sachen: ein Schmuckkästchen, Gemälde und Spiegel, eine Buchsammlung, sämtliche Gepäckstücke und deren Inhalt, ein Kalligrafiekasten, diverse Möbelstücke, sämtliches Geld in meinem Besitz, in meinem Geschäft oder auf einer Bank und so weiter.
Rebecca's will. She was rich, and she left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher. Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Was she lying? You inherited her estate.
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
Wieso habe ich das Gefühl, dass er seine Frau extra hat verrecken lassen, damit er alles erbt. Gut, schauen wir mal, was zum Schluss rauskommt.
A storekeeper hears much. What do you hear, Mr. Miller?
I'm a busy man. If you've a question to ask, then ask it.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He has no problem with me. I have no problem with him. He respected Rebecca's wishes. He gave me what was mine. My freedom. Her estate. He saw me as a man and signed the papers to say so. And when them who saw different complained, he laid down the law.
What think you of Helen Priest?
I don't think of Ellen Priest. I stay out of her way. I hope she'll stay out of mine.
How are things in the fort, by your estimation?
Look around you. Things are desperate. Have you heard the sound of their bodies crashing against the wood? I am a man of courage. I have endured much. But this, it undoes me. I don't know what you people have done to this country, but there's little hope and no way out.
Your stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
Nee, scheinbar nicht, eine Wahnsinn-Scheiße.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty, though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now.
Ah, the visits in your sleep.
Yes, the visits in my sleep. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept.
Tja, Kollege, zu meinem Job gehört es aber auch, dich zu bestrafen, wenn du sie getötet hast.
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
So, Ferdinandos Kasse, 18. Juni. Ingersolls, nö, das passt schon.
Ingersolls store in the blacksmith. Noted.
Was haben wir hier sonst? Rebeccas Hardgraves Testament haben wir schon gelesen. Gut.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
So, das ist die Schmiede. Aber ich sehe hier nichts. Vielleicht müssen wir in die Schmiede reingehen. Hallo, Hausfriedensbruch.
A note?
Let's see.
Aha. Theodores Nachricht. Joseph, ich habe erhalten, was du mir schuldest. Gute Waren. Ich hielt dich für einen Schwindler, aber ich habe mich wohl getäuscht. Rebeccas Sklave, dieser Ferdinando, war nicht zufrieden mit dem Besitz seiner toten Herrin. Auf Befehl von Penningtons ist er jetzt ein freier Mann und auch noch ein Händler. Dieser Wahnsinn wird unser Ende bedeuten, das kannst du mir glauben. Du und ich, wir sind jedenfalls quitt. Zumindest bis wir uns zum nächsten Kartenspiel mit den Männern in der Baracke treffen. Dann knöpfe ich dir wieder alles ab. Theodore S.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
He wants a clean slate. Tabula rasa. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Banisher?
Ferdinando Miller sold you a few things recently, right? May I have a look?
You may, yes. Though I doubt they'd be much use to you. Unless you've got a knack for art. Mr. Miller mostly sold me paintings. You can't miss them, they're the only ones I have.
I must take my leave.
And may God go with you.
Dann gucken wir uns das doch mal an hier. Ja, lässt du mich auch durch, werte Frau? Danke.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
We know where to go. The barrack room.
Sole, da
A
sehen wir doch
ghost
mal
left a
was.
fragment of their past here.
Na, ich dachte, ich kann es kaputt machen,
The
aber
quill
nein.
resonates. An echo, perhaps.
Erstmal will ich lesen, was da ist. Offizielles Dokument. Durch den Tod des Gefreiten Forbury gehen dessen Habseligkeiten, darunter auch seine Flinte, auf seinen Wunsch hin in den Besitz von Teddy der Schatten über, um seine Taten auf dem Schlachtfeld von Bloody Brook zu würdigen. Möge der Schatten diese hervorragende Flinte mit Ehre tragen. Gut, dann das Echo.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
Du kleiner Judas.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Ich glaube, Antea wird von jemand seine Lebensessenz dieses Mal bekommen.
Banisher?
I found papers. Official papers. They tell quite the story.
That's all in the past. For the good of my future. But you may as well hear it from me. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
You're paying for this. This is the work. But I get the feeling it's the result that interests you, not the method. You want me to finish the job, then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch, and let's get it over with.
Oh, Kollege, du wirst aber sowas von einer Schuldzuweisung bekommen.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
Ja, ich bin auch done with you.
Marty, you're here at last.
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave! What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
Zeigen seine Augen schon an, dass ich ihn verbannen
and you
werde?
loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
How very human of you, Mistress Hargrave, but hardly an excuse to own a man.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Okay, ich meine, wieder so ein ethisches Ding, ne? Rebecca Hargrave hat ihn wirklich geliebt, aber er war ihr Sklave. Und ja, er hat sie betrogen. Auf der anderen Seite, mein Gott, er hat alles danach verkauft und will die sich jetzt eine neue Zukunft machen. Hey, ich meine, wir brauchen die Geistessenz und wir haben ja keine Connection zu ihm. Also, Wayne?
Ferdinando Miller, the world forced you into a lie. You lived it to the full, and in the end it brought a haunting upon you. You are the tie that holds this ghost here.
No! Leave him be!
She's a ghost. Get rid of her. Wait. No. No. You can't take me. You don't own me. I am a free man. I have done nothing wrong.
No, but I have.
To hell with it. Your world is no place for men like me. You don't understand. You can't understand.
Okay, ich glaube, wir haben hier wirklich einen Unschuldigen geopfert. Irgendwie fühle ich mich schlecht. Aber hey, wir brauchen die Lebensessenz. Wir müssen auch Leute opfern in dem Spiel.
I chose to cheat. You chose to kill. Which of us, Banisher, deserves death?
Oh, er hat ja nicht Unrecht. Ich glaube, das war ein Fehler, ihn zu opfern. Ehrlich, ich glaube, das war echt ein Fehler. Aber egal, wir brauchen die Lebensessenz. Und ja, ich habe getan, was ich tun musste, um Antea wiederzubeleben. Gut, in diesem Sinne endet auch dieser Gameplay-Teil. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn dem so ist, gebt mir ein Like, abonniert meinen Kanal. Wenn ihr was zu sagen habt, gerne in die Kommentare. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Wir machen nebenbei das nächste Mal diese Spukermittlung hier. Genau, also bis zum nächsten Mal. Ade, tschüss.